Based on the revelations of Omale, a lot of people will say that Rema actually stole Omale's song or idea. That is something a lot of people are really saying. Joe Biden made a clarification on that, and some people are still suspicious that yes, Omale could be talking about Rema. I want to dive into the whole story. I still got a lot I want to share with you trending out on social media because some people are really concerned about the parents of Omale having to go back to the studio now to record a full album or some part of the album. That is actually painful. Your time, your energy, and your resources, they are all gone. That is a really painful experience. Before I dive into the story, I want to say thank you guys for watching our videos and thank you for the love so far. If you are new here, you can click the subscribe button below, the bell notification icon to always get notifications each time we upload our videos. Yes, Rema visited Oba Palace ahead of his concert today, and a lot of people are really excited about that. I believe that Rema is one of the most successful Edo artists right now. That is something I believe about all of the story trending out on social media. Rema has actually achieved a good feat in the industry and one of the rarest artists that was able to make over 1 billion views on YouTube. That is a big one for Rema and that is a big achievement. But people are tying the successes of Rema to a particular song called Countdown, and that was remixed with Selena Gomez on it. It looks like a fluke for Rema right now. That is what a lot of people believe because he needs to replicate this, and that is something that shows workability. When you look at Burna Boy, for example, you will understand that there is consistency in Burna Boy's album till now and what he's doing till now. When you look at Asake, for example, you will understand that Asake has actually dropped 2 massive albums and those albums are doing well enough. But Rema's case, a lot of people are saying that we only have a portion of his album that is doing well, and he dropped another album. That album is not all that received by a lot of persons because they said that, you know what? They said that Rema fall off expectation. That is what some people are really saying. But what is your own opinion about all of this? I want you to put that in the comment section so that we can get to understand the big story. Rema visiting the Oba of Benin, and that is a great one, and seeks the blessing of Oba of Benin. And he spoke something, and a lot of people are really excited about that. Let's catch a glimpse of what actually happened or how Rema visited Oba of Benin Kingdom.
Yeah, I'm very grateful to be here. It's a great privilege and majesty. I'm so happy to be here. I have seen photos of my father who was one here in past times.
What is your own view about that? I want you to put that in the comment section. And welcome back home, Rema. That is what the Benin people are saying, and that is what the Edo people are saying right now. Do you believe that Rema's Azaman is a sample of Indian song? That was revealed by a particular blogger, and a lot of people are now responding to that. I think it is a sample to an extent. That is what I believe, because when you check the melody in that song and check it against that of Rema, you will understand that it was really a sample and that was done with an intelligence in mind. Let's catch a glimpse. My guys, compare the sample and get back to the comment section so that you can understand your own opinion about all of this story. Yes, a lot of people are saying that Rema is beginning to lose originality. That is what many people are saying about all of this sample thing. But to an extent, you cannot be an island. You still need the ideas of people. Either you are using sampling or you are using songwriters. That is one thing I believe about that. But the most successful among them right now is a person of Burna Boy, and that has actually worked for him. I think Rema needs to actually calm down and calculate his actions a bit, because the recent album of Rema fall short of expectation. That is something, because when you check it against that of Asake, the Lungu boy, against his, you will understand that Asake surpassed a lot of things about the Rema's new album. That is what a lot of people are really talking about right now. But you need to understand that Asake is one artist that has a lot of support from the Yoruba community, and that has actually played a major role in the career of Asake. But Rema, to an extent, needs to collaborate more with the people around the industry. That is what a lot of people are saying. Some people are saying that we should check the longevity of Rema in this industry based on the recent successes of his album, because the album is not really getting a lot of accolades compared to that of his Rave and Roses album. That is what a lot of people are really saying, that he needs to surpass it as an artist, because if he wants to make the big four, he needs to surpass it. While a lot of others are saying that Rema is already on the big four. On the big four with just one successful album? That is the question we need to ask ourselves, because when you look at the likes of Davido, Burna Boy, Wizkid, you will understand that these guys, they've had successes back to back within the industry, and now they are reaping the big successes at the end of the day. But for you to join them, you have to surpass their own. That is what a lot of people believe about the whole story. But somehow, some people are giving it to Asake right now based on the successes of his albums. The first album, the second album was a massive success. He was able to surpass that of Davido, a timeless album, with his Lungu Boy album. Got 15 million streams across on the fifth day of releasing that album. That is actually massive. A lot of people expected that to happen to Rema at a time, but all the same, I think to an extent, a lot of people are now looking at Rema. Now fluke make you actually surpass a lot of statistics. You have to replicate it again before we can give you the respect. Talking about what Omale said at a recent interview, and a lot of people are really excited about that, while some people are sad about that, saying that to an extent, when you steal somebody's work or idea, you are setting that person back. That is what has happened to Omale. He was supposed to drop an album. Right now, he is mandated to go back to the studio and re-record some sections of the album. That is really, really disturbing. And according to the story of Omale, he said he actually shared his idea playing some of his unreleased songs to somebody, and the person released the same idea after 6 or 5 months of him doing that for the person. That is really, really disturbing at the time, and Joe Budden gave a clear explanation to it. Let's catch a glimpse.
I was gonna play this Omale sleeper. I really feel for Omale. He did an interview saying he let one of them fucking artists come over there and hear his album with all of these different sounds that he was working on, trying to reinvent shit. And the artist went and put out an album with all of those sounds. So Omale had to go and re-record his entire project and get it done. Now, because I listened to some of that shit, I know exactly who that man is talking about. I'm not gonna say or snitch, but boy is he right.
Oh, so you want to snitch on them? But you'll snitch on
I'm
me.
not gonna snitch. Homeboy tried to put out an album that wasn't really like the albums that he put out, and it sounded like it. So I feel bad for artists when that happens. Joyner Lucas has a story like that. Plenty of people have a story like that, of letting people hear something they working on, and the nigga go and just jack your shit. I feel bad anytime I hear that. So my heart goes out to Omale. Maybe next podcast I play a sleeper from.
Now, what is your own take about it? Put that in the comment section so that we can have a look at your own opinion. You need to understand right now that a lot of people are saying that Asake should be the big four, not Rema. What is your own thoughts about that? I want you to put that in the comment section, because Asake is one of the biggest artists right now. Based on global digital chart, Asake is number one, followed by the likes of Burna Boy. That is something you need to actually understand about the recent trends in the music industry. I think Ashake's team and his management, they are really working better plans for Asake, and that is a big win for Asake right now. Before I jump off, I want to say thank you guys for watching our videos, and thank you for the love so far. If you are new here, you can click the subscribe button below and the bell notification icon to always get notifications each time we upload our videos. I love you guys. Keep supporting Afrobeat blog across social media platforms.